here's something nice, especially for cyclists. The city of Johannesburg is intending to become a cycle-friendly city for all of its residents. To drive this city will be hosting a whole week of activities from the 16th to the 22nd of March. This year's initiative follows last year's, which attracted more than 5,000 riders, reducing the city traffic congestion, making the city more eco-friendly through less carbon fumes in the air, and encouraging a healthy lifestyle amongst its residents are just three of the important elements that cycling can actually bring to Johannesburg. We're now joined in studio by David du Preez. He is the chairman of the Johannesburg Urban Cyclist Association. Good to have you in studio. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you.
And you've caught me at a good time. Like I said to you earlier, I am now loving the cycling thing. I was just, making Ayanda give me a hand for making my first 30k ride yesterday, and I was so proud of myself. But there are so many avid cyclists in Johannesburg, actually all over the country. I mean, it is one of the fastest growing forms of transport and sport, but it's not safe. And I'm glad you're taking note of this. So what's happening?
So, a number of things are happening actually. I think many people in Johannesburg don't realise how much work is actually being done to create space for commuter cycling, both within government as well as within civil society. So I work with Johannesburg, or I donate some time to the Johannesburg Urban Cyclist Association, and what we try and do is work with the city to give them input around cycling initiatives, how they can make lanes safer. We've created actually the first Johannesburg cycle map, which will actually be brought out to the public on the 14th of March. And so around that as well, we then have the cycle week, which is going to start, like you said, on the 16th of March. And that has a number of different events that are actually happening. And the exciting thing is it's not just something that's delivered by government, but it's actually many other initiatives by civil society. So there are a number of activation rides that are happening throughout the city on the Monday all the way through to the Friday. And then on the Sunday, there's the Freedom Ride, which is what you spoke about, the 5,000 riders that joined the ride last time they had it. And it's really just to get people onto their bicycles, onto the street, and realise actually this is something that you can do.
Yeah. In terms of what's happening around Johannesburg, and you were explaining to me, right here outside the SABC, we may not be aware, we might be just aggravated or frustrated with all the roadworks that are happening in Sandton, in different areas. What is happening? I mean, what is it going to look like with these cycling lanes now?
So, I mean, the city's actually doing a fantastic job. They've built cycle lanes in Orlando, in Soweto, and there'll actually be an activation right on those lanes on the Tuesday of Cycle Week. And then currently they're actually building cycle lanes that will join Auckland Park all the way through Brixton, down into Braamfontein, and actually going as far as Bloemfontein. So it's going to connect these areas where students live, and then obviously connect the universities. So there is a lot being done.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it's a fantastic thing. Now, we spoke about it, and I mean, it was one thing that really I loved, and which I saw in major cities around the world. We've got it in New York, you've got it in Paris, you've got it in London as well, and it's all those bicycle and that cycle sharing, where you sort of hire a bike, you swap it in 500 meters or a couple of Ks or whatever it works. Is it something that you could introduce in the city?
I think it is, we have looked at it actually, and I think the spatial geography of apartheid spatial geography of South Africa actually makes it quite difficult. However, I think you can have it in certain areas, potentially in the Sandton CBD, or actually around the Braamfontein and Johannesburg CBD. I think these things generally are expensive, so you do need private investment in them. If you look at the one in London, for instance, that was a Barclays bike share scheme. I think it's now Santander.
Yeah.
But, they can actually get a lot of publicity from this. So I think definitely in the future it's possible. Yeah. I think our geography does make it slightly more difficult. But that's really the sort of thing that suddenly lifts up cycling, because suddenly, there's a bike available for anyone to use.
It does, and it's a cheap, easy and healthy mode of transport, which people take to. I mean, we see people cycling up these hills anyway, and I think to be able to get access to these bicycles will help a lot.
I mean, on that note, I think,
please.
People think that Johannesburg is not, the geography is quite difficult in terms of it is quite hilly, and that is true, but the weather is amazing actually for cycling. Yeah. Winter, there's no rain, and in summer you've got these sort of downpours, but other than that, the weather's fantastic.
The weather's great. Safety is a problem though.
Safety is an issue. My partner and I, we cycle around Johannesburg, to be honest, all the time, at night even, through the city, and we haven't had issues. So I think you're definitely safer than being a pedestrian, to be honest, in terms of, I guess, crime. And the more people, that's a great thing actually, the more people on the streets, the safer our streets are going to be.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to make the city more livable, having more pedestrians and more people on the street. I think, we get into cars and cocoon ourselves off. So we can be connected to other people by moving cycling. So I think that's a great advantage.
Well, good luck, and I think this is a great accolade for the city of Johannesburg. And we can't wait to see it all finished and completed. David du Preez, Johannesburg urban cycling, and he's talking about the cyclists that are going to have a much easier ride with all these cycling lanes that have been built around the city, and of course the activities from the 16th to the 22nd of March taking place. Email address or website address?
They can go to freedomride.co.za.
Freedomride.co.za. You can get all the details there and register for the race as well. Let's take a break. See you after this.